everybody. How are you doing? Well, at this point, you learned about EverGreener, you know our mission, why we are here. You also learned about why we incorporate the mind, the body, the wealth into the goal setting, the goal design. But now, you must be wondering, oh my God, Wen and Eric, you guys are so cool. But what is the calendar actually look like? How can I actually leverage it to achieve my goal and my dream? So this is the moment you've been waiting for. Let's take a look. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, Eric, show us the way.
Sure. So on this first page here, we actually get right into it, right? So this is January 2021. We're intending to use both the top and the bottom for this. So let's get right into it. And in the first couple of videos, we talked about setting goals and, kind of what categories we're focusing on here. And when we get into the first month here, what we're trying to accomplish here is, the first thing is, let's write down those goals. So why don't you give me an example of a goal you might have? Let's just say, let's start with the mind category. What are you thinking you're going to be focusing on that first month of January as 2021 rolls around, that's really going to help you kind of develop that mental acuity and really kind of develop that mental awareness and focus on your mind just as much as you focus on your body?
Sure. Well, like Tony always said, leaders are readers. So for the new year, I wanted to read 30 minutes per day, 5 days per week.
Okay. So what we're going to do here is in this mind column right here, we're going to write down read 30 minutes 5 times per week. And this is a really great goal. And you can see here that we only use the first line here. You can have, I suppose you could have multiple goals, you can have longer goals. But this is actually a really great one to start off with. And what I love about this one that you picked here is it's very doable, right? I mean, you already kind of read, but it may be a little bit sporadic. Maybe Monday you do it, maybe Tuesday and Wednesday you don't. Mm-hmm. But now you're setting yourself up for success here, right? 'Cause you've got your time attached to it, how many times per week. You've got a quantity here that's definitely definable, right? That's definitely achievable. So I think this is a great goal. So throughout the month, right, we can see here, I'll let the light focus on here. We've got these little check boxes every day, right? And so let's see if I can zoom in on one of them here and get these angles figured out. Can we see them?
Yeah, we can see them.
Okay, good. And so you'll see here that every day there's a checkbox available for the mind, right? And so ideally, what we're trying to get for is at the end of this month, okay, for each week, we're going to have 5 checkboxes for the mind. You don't have to do it every day because that's not your goal, right? Mm-hmm. You're setting a goal that's for you.
Yes.
Right? And so in that first week, okay, let's say we did it on... Let's say we worked on our mind health Monday, Tuesday. Let's say we skipped Wednesday, something came up. That's okay. And then we did Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So look at this. So now you know that you worked on your goal that week, right? I mean, this is visible. There's no, you're holding yourself accountable.
Yeah.
There's no ambiguity here of what you did and what you didn't do. You set out, right, with an achievable goal of reading 30 minutes 5 times a month, and boom, it shows.
Boom, it shows.
That's something to be proud of, right? And so you know that you're working toward it. There's no, doubt in your mind that you're not trying to achieve your goal, right? And I think that's the biggest thing here is, people may be taking steps towards their goal, but they're not tracking it. They're not holding themselves accountable. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the month, it's sometimes you don't see these things, right? Like you don't see your mind developing, right? It's on the inside. So to have this sort of, tracking and accountability and being able to see your progress, like when you get done with this month, right, and you've got a bazillion check boxes, or maybe you only have 4, depending on your goals, right? Like, just think of how much you're going to be able to take satisfaction in that idea, you know, that you're working towards it, and it shows.
Beautiful.
Okay?
I think the idea here is set a goal, whatever goal that for you from this moment when you are towards the better version of yourself. Break it down into a specific action. Our goal is we want to demystify the success. The success is in every day when you show up for yourself. You want to read, you read. You want to go work out, you go work out. By the end of the day, when you can see all the checkboxes accumulate for the entire month, you know you do your part. You know you show up for yourself. You know you are already the better version than you were a month ago.
Yes. And so, you know, the other thing that I really like, and, you know, we went back and forth on this calendar quite a bit, is you can see that I'm using a Sharpie, okay? You can use almost anything you want to write on these calendars. I mean, you can use a pencil, it's going to show up great. You can use a pen, it's going to show up great. You know, I can X out and write hard, and I can leave this marker on here, and it's not going to bleed through the next month.
Beautiful.
I mean, this is really, really, you know, high quality calendar that people can really, you know, get behind and enjoy using.
Yeah, wonderful. All right, guys, this is how our calendar will actually work. Today, we use an example about the mind category. We also have the body and the wealth category. And if you say, okay, Wendy, Eric, your example seems great, but what if I don't know where to get started? I might not very clear about my goal or how to set the right goal. With that, we got you back, guys.
That's right.
We actually provide a building suggestions for you.
And so I'm really glad you brought this up, because this is actually probably one of the most critical parts of this calendar, right? That I think is going to help the most amount of people is, you know, it's tough every month to come up with suggestions on what they're going to do, maybe on a daily basis or a weekly basis or a monthly basis. So it seems like we got the mind one covered, but let's look at the wealth one, like you example, because this is, I think this is a hard one. So you can see our little boxes down here. We give you guys some ideas, okay, on, you know, maybe what are some things that you can focus on, right, that pretty much anybody can do, okay?
Let's read out.
Let's read them out here for wealth health. So on the daily, what we're suggesting for January is just make your coffee at home. You know, we kind of talked about this in one of the previous videos too, about, you know, in fact, I went to Starbucks this morning, and I think the smallest cup of coffee you could get, totally black, no cream, no sugar, no whipped stuff, anything like that, was $2.81.
Okay.
So let's just say that's $3, right? If you do that every day, right, that's what, about $90 a month, okay? So what we're saying instead is, why don't you make that coffee at home? You know, the cost of that cup of coffee will probably go down, what, 10 times? Maybe you spend $9 a month on ground coffee. Mm-hmm. Let's just say you buy the premium stuff. Let's just say $20. Okay, you've just cut, right, $70 a month from what your expenses are. Over time, that's huge. So let's go ahead and say that, okay, you know, and you don't have to pick every suggestion. You know, if you only like the weekly one, right? So the weekly one is pay off the weekly credit card usage, right? That's a good one. So you just check your bank at the end of the week. You say, okay, my credit card balance is whatever, $400. Just pay that off. Just you'll be done. You won't have, if you do that every week, you will not pay $1 in interest. Mm-hmm. You know, that money is making you rich, not the bank rich, mm-hmm. right? So let's just say, okay, you know what? I like this daily one of making the coffee at home or my tea at home, right? Mm-hmm. So in this wealth column here, I guess this is a row, okay? We're going to write down, make coffee at home. And, you know, let's just say that, hey, you know, I really like Starbucks is kind of a treat for me. I know maybe I shouldn't do it every day, but what if I just did it, you know, once a week on Sunday? We go for brunch. I like to get a cup of Starbucks. That's okay. That's okay. So you know what? In here, you know, I haven't assigned a frequency to this yet. We're just going to put on here 6 times per week. So there we go. That's my goal to work on my wealth health this month. Okay. And just like with our example for the mind, every day that we accomplish this, we're going to have some checks, some crosses, whatever you want to put in there. We're going to have something there that you can say, hey, I was successful in reaching towards this, right? I mean, to see these check boxes is something, honestly, I think it's to be proud of. And I think, honestly, it motivates you to do it next week.
Yes.
You know?
Really, idea here is you own your success. Whatever you want, you can break it down. You can actually march towards that. Therefore, there's no quote unquote luck. There's no, oh, I wish I could be this person, that person. Oh, I wish I can ride a boat. I wish I can save more money. I wish I had a healthy and stronger body. I wish I had more time hanging out with my friends, my families. I wish I call my mom more often. If that is your goal, write it down and track it every day, every week, every month. Before you know it, you are becoming the person you are truly dreaming of.
Yeah, and the other thing I was going to say is, you know, these calendars, like we were talking about earlier, they're built to last a long time. And I know, you know, with my goals and stuff like that, I mean, I really hope that people save these, and 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road, you know, they look at this and say, hey, this actually works. I mean, this is how you take incremental steps to trying to achieve something.
Beautiful.
And the proof will be there.
So that will be almost like your journey, your action journey, your success journey, truly taking all the steps, become what you want to become. Like Tony said, we are always underestimate what we can accomplish in a decade and overestimate what we can accomplish in 1 year. So when you actually hold yourself accountable by using this goal calendar, you know, a week, a month, a year go by, before you know it, a decade flew by so quickly. You're able to see your progress. You're able to see how do you truly become and achieve the success that you truly wanted. All right, guys, that is everything about today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested, grab a copy below. Love to hear your comments, your feedback, and hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day and amazing, amazing year ahead.
Yes.
Bye, guys.